Hello challengers, and welcome to March into Fitness. This is our March challenge. It is 31 days, and I am so proud of you for joining me to put you first for the month of March. So the purpose of this group basically is to build a healthy habit of short attainable goals of fitness each day, so that it becomes either part of your lifestyle or part of an existing routine that you already have. Maybe these will be things that you don't typically do, but you would like to add them into your walk, or if you're a runner. But it's just short, it's attainable, and this group is all different levels. So if you're an avid exerciser, you can take what I have on this sheet and you can do multiple sets when you first start the month, or you can break down what I have into sets of shorter reps, okay? So for this month, for instance, I have 3 different days of exercises, and I repeat them again for 6 full days in a row, working on total body, okay? And you do get a day's rest after that. So if these 3 different days seem kind of easy for you, then just do 2 sets for each day of the same exercise. But you will find that the repetitions will increase throughout the month. So it will begin to get more difficult as the month goes on. So with that being said, you can change this up as you go to make it fit you, as long as you're giving yourself a little bit of a challenge so that you change your body, you get stronger, and you're gonna see some results, okay? So really the most important thing of this whole thing, really to build a habit, is to have some consistency. Consistency is key. So by listening to your body and having a no-quit attitude, you will be able to probably, whether you pick it in the beginning of your day or the end of your day, or maybe you work and you can do this at lunchtime, you will build that habit right into your daily routine. So that is the goal. Also, it's really important to make it fun, and this group helps provide a little bit more fun. It helps provide some encouragement through other members of the group, and if you want to be an encourager, just post your workout that you did it. Maybe you can share some encouraging quotes to your fellow exerciser. So just keep everybody inspired and encouraged, and let's just have that team mentality to do this together, okay? So I'm going to show you what the exercises are, and I'm going to show you some modifications for each exercise. All right? So every day we do have push-ups on here. We haven't done push-ups all last month, so I know I'm feeling a little bit weak in my upper body, so I was looking forward to adding some upper body strength again. So for push-ups, push-up, there are different levels. Of course, you can do a push-up against the wall. If you haven't done push-ups for a while, you may want to position yourself against the wall. And I can move this up so you can see a little bit. I can utilize the couch here. But you can stand against the wall. You're going to want to stand further than arm's length away so you can lean into it. And then your hands will be right even with the shoulder area here. And you're just going to keep your feet either come up on your toes and then push back out, okay? That's the way you can start your push-up if you haven't been doing push-ups at all. Otherwise, on the floor, there's multiple ways to do that as well, okay? You can do push-ups on your knees. You can do push-ups on your toes. You can have your hands right there at shoulder width here, right around the chest area, or you can have them wider if you want to work a little bit different angle, okay? But I would suggest starting with your hands right on those shoulders, and if you come up on your knee, just keep your body all like in a plank position. Your core is engaged the whole time, okay? And then bring it down. Elbows are pointing back slightly instead of out here. You're going to have them pointing back so that you have like an arrow from the top of your head coming down. All right, and that's safer for your shoulders. All right, so you can take it down. Exhale on the way up and down. Okay, so either on your knees or your toes. Okay, and I haven't been doing them lately, so it's hard for me to do them on my toes, so I'm going to challenge myself this month to do them on my toes. So make sure you're giving yourself a challenge no matter what level you are. So, okay, that's number 1. There's push-ups every day, like I said. The second one, we target lower body, and every day we'll target upper body, lower body, right here, the center core, and then just a little cardio. So the cardio portion, you can do it first if you want it to be like a dynamic warm-up. On the sheet here, I have it last, but it doesn't matter the order, okay? So the next one would be squats. So I'll move this up again, and you're going to just stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. You're gonna sit back, keep your chest up. All right, sit back, a lot of weight on your heels, and just do your squat as far back as you can. Your knees are lining up with your toes. You're sitting back as if you were sitting in a chair, and then you pop up and squeeze those hips. Pop up and squeeze right here, and squeeze right here. So that's your squat. And your level just depends on how strong you are in your lower body. Maybe you have some knee issues and you need to take it on the floor. If that's the case, you can do a bridge. Just have your feet about shoulder width apart. Come on up and squeeze here. Keep this tight, engaged, and down. And squeeze and down. So that's another option. To make it a little more difficult, you can put one leg on top of the other. Okay, so those are some other modifications for our squat. And then we have crunches. Crunches, you can have your hands behind your head. Elbows will stay open. Head is just resting in those hands, or you can have them across the chest, all right? But it would just be feet on the floor, would be one way. You're gonna come up, you're gonna tilt your pelvic, press your navel into spine, keep your chin away from your chest, about a fist width, and just exhale on the way up, hold, and then bring it down. If you want it a little harder, you can have your knees up, and then just keep it up and down. Or you can even have your knees come up and down and do a double crunch. Okay, so that's a crunch. Make sure you exhale when you lift. Another one on that day is jumping jacks. So for jumping jacks, we of course know there's a high version and a low version. So high would just be your regular jumping jacks. If you want to do different things with your arms, you can. Otherwise, you can just do low impact. Okay. All right, so jumping jack. You probably remember that from grade school. Okay, and then the next day, besides push-ups, we have lunges. So a lunge, you're just gonna stand, you're gonna step forward so that when you go down, you're a 90-degree bend in your knee, and then come back up and switch sides if you want, and up. And you don't have to go all the way down, you can do halfway down if that's all you can do, but just make sure your knee stays behind your toe again and your body is upright. Now maybe a front lunge isn't as good for you and you want to do a back lunge. You could do a back lunge. Again, you can alternate or you can stay all on one side. Okay? So those are ways to do your lunge. Let's see. The next center core is a sit-up. So for a sit-up, some people can do full sit-ups. Some people need to build up to doing a full sit-up. If you can do a full sit-up, you can just start like a crunch position, or you can have your hands at your hips and you can come up and raise up those arms, bring it back down, raise up those arms. If you can't come all the way up, maybe you can raise them up and come up as high as you can. Raise up so it would be a little bit higher than what you could for a crunch. All right, maybe you just want to have those legs up and you want to kind of climb up the legs, climb back down, climb up the legs. So the sit-up is just forcing you to come up a little bit higher than what you could for a crunch. Always exhale when you're doing the hardest part. So try not to like hold your breath, although that grunt is an exhale. So if you need a grunt, go ahead and grunt, but make sure you're breathing sometime within that move. The next one is a cardio, which is a jump jack. So jump jack, you can just jump like a jump rope. You can jump like a jump rope. You can twirl your arms forward or backwards. You can do anything different with your feet that you might want if you want to jog it. Okay, whatever you want to do, it's a jump rope. And these are timed. So you'll see some of them have reps, and then if it has like little dot, a colon before it, that means it's seconds, it's timed. So the cardios are all timed. All right, the last day and the different exercises. Number one is the push-up again, but then you have a step up. All right, so a step up. actually forgot to bring a step here for this video, but you can go on your stairs, or if you have a low bench, and you can take it and you can step up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. And I'll be right back. I'll get that bench. Here we go. So this is just a little cheap table that I have. I can just step up, up, down, down. You can alternate legs. You can stay on one leg. All right, but you're gonna step up at a level that sort of gets your heart rate going, gets your breathing going a bit, and you can time that one. So that's your little cardio part on that day. Okay, that's also gonna be for that lower body. You're gonna really target the glutes, the quads, and all those lower body muscles. Then you have a plank. So you guys know what a plank is. A plank, you can do a high one on your hands. Just make sure your hands are under those shoulders. You can take it to your elbow. All right, elbows are right under those shoulders. You can have your knees down, or you can be on your toes. But make sure that center core is tucked in and your body is straight. Your eyes should be looking a little bit in front of your hands so that your neck is neutral. Try to be as straight as you can on that. And that again is timed. All right, and then that last cardio is just high knees. High knees. So you're just gonna stand in place and you go up, 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 up. Okay? Try to bring those knees up. If you don't like to do high, you can do low and just bring those knees up. You can even bring like a standing crunch, elbows to knees. Okay, but bring those knees up as high as you can. All right? So guys, that is it. That's what I have for you. It's built into 3 different days. You just repeat your days with an added rest, okay? So one tip I really like to end with is my favorite motto, which is all or something, not all or nothing. It's all or something. So if you start the month out super strong and then all of a sudden life gets crazy, you get tired of it, you're bored, because it all starts out fun and then all of a sudden it's like, I gotta do this again. It happens to all of us. Just to have the mentality to not quit. So even if you miss a couple days, just come back. Come back where you ended and just do something, right? All or something, not all or nothing. All right? I am here for you. I'm rooting for you. If you need to send me a message, a private message, or you have questions, please comment below this video. Somebody else may be wondering the same thing, and we are here for each other to encourage each other for the month of March. So let's march into fitness, okay? Thanks for joining me, and let's do it, guys.